Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Caves of Qud. We are descending now into these ruins, further and further down, hopefully not into a place where we're going to get horribly murdered. You know, I was thinking a little bit. Oh, apparently there's a laser turret. Oh no, that's right, that's that Mercurial. You know what, if you want to go after him, go ahead and... Did he just teleport to the same spot? And then he teleported over here because now he's on fire. I mean, if we could kill him, it would be nice. I like the fact that he's on fire, which seems to make him much easier to see at a distance. I also like that he's only teleporting into this immediate area. Reload. I mean, do you want to go finish him off? He wants to go finish him off. Alright. If Atsunen wants to kill him so bad, we'll kill him. Go get him. No? Do you not? Okay. Atsunen's not following the teleport particles as well as I am. Oh, he actually died. Well, got myself another laser rifle. I guess we should actually go over here and explore now. I don't know if it's clear, but I would recommend to everyone, get a Dawn Glider. Get a named Dawn Glider on your side just as early in the game as you can. It really seems to be quite helpful. Alright, more of those... These are the ants that are real scary, right? They're showing up as easy now. So maybe we don't have to spend ammo on them. That said, I do still have almost 3,000 bullets. I mean, it sure gets the job done. These are normal amoebas, not green oozes. Oh yeah, okay, I'm not spending bullets on that. I have caught on fire. Let's shoot in the general direction of this ant, and we'll just kind of incidentally kill stuff on the way. That's chain gun turret. Oh, this could be bad. Okay. Also, I cut that chitinous puma's head off, apparently. It's just laying there on the ground. We will have to approach pretty carefully. Unfortunately, it's not possible for us to stay behind cover while getting close enough to it to pulse it. I suppose what we could do is temporal fugue and let my fugue clones with their grenades handle it. Can I tell them to go places? They all activated time dilation at the same time, so they're all slowing each other. Pretty great strategy. Alright, go over there. Have fun. I'm a little worried that Atsunen is going to get killed here. Hey, Atsunen, perhaps move to, yeah, like right here? Oh god. Yeah, it's... Atsunen charging forward is real risky because there was a real chance of the getting shot in the back on top of getting shot by a chain gun, right? All right, now we need to come back here and reclaim our friend. We'll just come hang out until you're feeling a little bit better. How about wait 100 turns? Okay, green's good enough. You will be okay at green. It sure does feel like we're seeing chain gun turrets a lot more than we used to. You know, like pre-beta. I'm not just talking about this character. I'm sure that's just, you know, we're just lucky. we're just lucky in that way. Alright, something's chirping, so I'm assuming this is a laser turret and not a Mercurial. There you are. Let's dismember it. I'll cut your entire turret off. He's holding on here. Let's maybe give him a flurry as well. I do not feel that it is necessary to waste our, what do you call it? It stopped shooting. I must have cut something important off. Yeah. Salty, oily, jacked laser rifle. Oh, I wonder if I did cut his laser rifle off. Let me look at my inventory. What is jacked? Aside from a thing that elks are sometimes. Nope, that's not what I want. L. When equipped by a robot or cyborg with onboard power systems, this item can draw power. Okay. So that doesn't really do anything for us. It might increase the trade value of it. Also, you know what? We can discard this face. We definitely have enough faces without that thing. Ah, stupid slug. Shield slam. Yeah, that'll show him. Ow, I'm covered in acid. I'm not gonna... Am I gonna have to wash myself off here? I might. No, okay, looks like I stopped taking damage. But the stairs down are certainly in that direction, right? Do we know of a way of clearing acid off of the floor? I don't think we do. And this is like a real wall. Yeah, this is a big sandstone wall. I do not think we're going to be able to hack through this. Oh, you know what? Actually, I took it to lightly damaged in a single hit. Maybe we can just burrow through the wall with axes. You'd think this would be bad for your axe. Yeah, actually, it's not that hard. It turns out. Unfortunately, there is a fulcrete wall on the other side. Why would that be the case? I mean, as far as stones go, sandstone is pretty soft. I get that. We could try digging around the fulcrete, I guess. Actually, you know what? If I just break this space open, though, we'll be able to walk past the acid, I think. This feels like a real dumb way to do this, but also I don't really know what else to do. What if we just killed the wall with violence? You know, like a murderer. The acid is positioned such that that does not solve my problem. Well, I mean, I overestimated the sandstone. Perhaps I'm overestimating the fulcrete. No, it looks hard to chop through. We did get through there once. I suppose I can crit and I can cleave it, and when I do cleave it, I mean, we have no idea how much health it has, but we do know that all of the damage I have done has not taken it below green, which means that it would be however much damage we've done here times a lot to actually kill it. That said, it is working. We got it down to yellow. I'm just gonna... Right? Why not? What's the worst case scenario here? It doesn't seem like I can damage my weapons, so I might get hungry. We might have to cook and get a better food buff. I think I'd be okay with that. Yeah, all the way down to red. Take this, a wall made of fulcrete. I suppose, you know, in real life, if you had a hard enough axe, you could eventually cut your way through a concrete wall. I have to imagine that it would have some physical consequences, and also, again, your axe is gonna, even if it's made of a very good material, even if it is a very hard axe indeed, you're definitely still gonna need to sharpen it. It's gonna need maintenance. I wish Atsunen could help me out here instead of just watching. Here's the worst part of Atsunen just standing there and watching. You know she's judging me because I'm fighting a wall and I'm not even winning. It's a little embarrassing, is all I'm saying. I would judge me as well. If we walked down a level and we saw a creature engaged in full-on melee combat with the wall, I would laugh. I feel like I'm being laughed at. I'm trying to take it slower now. I'm not just mashing the button so hard because I don't want to blow through the wall and then accidentally run 3 spaces and die somehow. So if you're wondering why progress has slowed, that's why I'm pressing the button at a much slower rate, because Caves of Cud has successfully put the fear of Cud into me. Alright, another space of wall. At least we can dig through this one quickly. He says, failing to get to lightly damaged, and also Atsunen has started a fire on me. Don't love it. Is the living flame still in this space? Because it would seem to me that... how did we do that? Here we go. It would seem to me that patting myself out is probably not actually going to be a helpful thing to do until the fire is no longer here. Okay, everything seems to be fine. Nope, I'm on fire again. Great. Awesome. Hey, Atsunen. Could you do something about this? Why would you even start a fire in this space? What were you thinking? Fight fire. Okay. After all this, there better be some damn stairs over here. Alright, just a normal everyday glow moth. It is trying to kill me. It is shooting lasers at me. but we could probably save ammo on this one. Alright, we found the stairs. Also, more laser turret. So it's like over here somewhere, I think. I'm actually pretty injured. I'm gonna dismember... Let's kill this guy and then just try to, like, hang out here for a second. Maybe regen some health. I mean, if Atsunen... Is Atsunen in perfect health? Yeah. If Atsunen charges the laser turret, I'm confident she'll take it down. What kind of gas is this? Ooh. Wait, we've taken a lot of damage from Scalding Steam in the past, if I'm not mistaken. Atsunen's got that. Just gonna pass the turn a bunch of times. Still here shooting. I don't see XP. Okay, I mean, she's trying. She is doing it. She knocked it prone somehow. Okay, there we go. Alright, can we back up for a second and just rest until healed? I need a moment. Or 177 moments. Alright, it looks like we might have sapped this area of its bounty. The way the walls are constructed over here makes me wonder if there's a room in the middle there, but it could just be weird interleaved sandstone and fulcrete, which is the thing that we are seeing kind of all over this area. I am not going to bother trying to dig through. I just don't care enough, you know? Alright, carefully we creep forward. Must you dismember? I did not successfully cut it apart. Flurry. More attacks, more axes. I'm really not doing a lot of damage to this thing. But also, it's like impossible to shoot through diagonals, so I think we are perfectly safe. We've had a lot of problem with that ourselves in the past. Mithter got into that situation more than once. Dismember. Flurry is still on cooldown, so Shield Slam? Take that, you are prone and I chop you. And now I'm on fire again. I feel like I spend a lot of time on fire. Let's get over here before we put it out. I assume that Atsunen is functionally immune to fire damage. Are you a tough goat folk? You're relatively tough. Let's flurry you. Shield Slam still on 19 turn cooldown. Okay, so we don't have a lot of tools here. It's pretty much just mash my face on him. Alright, the horn has caused some fleeing. Goatfolk is still alive, but I mean, that's probably not true for very much longer. So, Atsunen is only reading as tough relative to us. I'm a little worried about that. Like, Atsunen does not really seem to be gaining strength. But whatever, it's fine. Oh, good. Acid. Right, that's still on cooldown. Knock the slug prone. Also, immolate it. Okay, that's just a normal rifle turret that is way less dangerous. Let's charge the right one. Hopefully Atsunen can deal with the other one. Yep, feels like Atsunen can deal with the other one. Rest until healed? Nope, I am not rest until healed. Why not? I mean, the beetle can see us, but the beetle is not hostile. I'm just gonna shoot this guy. Now can I rest until healed? Alright. It's nice that, no. I can rest a very small amount. Enemies can see us, I'm assuming is the problem. It's like it doesn't let you rest until healed if there's something that's aware of you. And I just don't have the vision. Rest. I'm having to rest until healed by just mashing 5, because for some reason it's not letting me do the normal command. There we go. Steel boots. We probably don't need to carry around any more steel boots. So there's a big slimy river down here. I guess probably the source of some of the slimes in the area. I don't know how slimes work. Do slimes reproduce through... Do they just, like, divide? Or how do... I don't know. You know what doesn't matter? This. What is a thing I could say about almost every line of conversation I start? Alright, further down. You know, the goodest loot is going to be the farthest down. Although, again, the fact that we're not in a proper dungeon does make me wonder exactly what the farthest down means. Do not care for voiders. You have that under control. I'm going to shoot at this one. Nope. Gun decided I was going to shoot the other direction. I do wish that the targeting for your ranged weapons defaulted to the last thing that you targeted. Which would be a lot better than what it sometimes seems to do, which is just pick a thing that's nearby and hostile at random. And certainly better than defaulting to the last thing you hit, which often, due to clumsiness, can lead to you shooting directly at an ally or something who you managed to accidentally tap during your previous shot. Especially when you're using a gun that fires multiple bullets per volley. It's really easy for that to happen. You see a widget to the northwest, apparently. So the whole thing we're doing here, remember, is just getting strong. Just getting leveled up before going to Bethesda Souza, which is a real nightmare of a place. Although I'm confident we have enough cold resistance gear. So we don't necessarily need to find great loot. If we just find enough XP and then leave, that would also be okay. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not sure what kind of loot we would find that I would care very much about. It would really have to be something, because we have pretty good gear, in my opinion. Dismember. Cut his sensor array clean off. I'm assuming this will also be a... Oh no, this is only one ego. This is a dumb baby robot. Obviously, who would ever wear his face? I will say I am not a big fan of Acid Slug. Acid Slug is a real bummer to have around. Not fun at parties. Alright, looks like... That's very dangerous. Although we are close enough. Sorry, I can just pulse you. Discharge. And then... Honestly, temporal fugue and step away? I don't need to be personally involved in this. I don't know what I'm thinking. Alright, 375 XP. Great work there, fellas. I should probably step into the space and grab the... oh, I slipped on something. I heard a bunch of gunfire. It's probably just my clones, actually. Let's make sure we grab his huge amount of ammo. Yeah, temporal fugue is, like, very powerful. So we didn't start with as many mental mutations as we usually do. And we have not focused on our mutation growth or our mental mutation growth or our ego as much as we sometimes do. But at some point we're going to get Glimmer, right? Like we're going to have enough Glimmer that it is going to be an issue. This seems like charge range. That said, I feel very confident with my combination of physical combat skills and 3 or 4 ranks of mental mirror here, thanks to our ego bonus. I feel fairly confident about killing off some Ospreys. I think we can do that. The level of thing above Osprey, you know, like the ones that killed our last character, the ones that finally laid low the Mind Vine, I'm less certain of. In part because confusion is just terrifying, and obviously the mental mirror will protect us against that to some degree. Oh, I hear gunfire. Lots of friendly apes who don't seem to mind the turrets. Maybe a little too friendly for their own good. They do have strong feelings about glow pads, though. Oh, this is fresh water. Holy crap. Okay, hey you. Hold some of these guns for a second. Where are my guns? Here, these things I don't need. I don't actually need this carbide shield. I know it's slender, but that just means it's lower weight than shields usually are, which is still a lot of weight. Alright, that gives me another 30 pounds. Yeah, I didn't realize that all this water over here was fresh. That's really nice. It does make it a little bit of a disappointment that those apes managed to get so much sap into it. But, you know, it's not like we need a ton of extra water. It's nice to happen across, but certainly not necessary. I wonder whose robots these are. You know, like, how does a big colony of robots come to live in an underground ruin? What was this before we got here? So that Mercurial is over here somewhere. Yeah, right there. I'm not going to bother hunting the thing relentlessly, but let's map the rest of this place out. I mean, they are worth a lot of XP. Also, we do get a laser rifle pretty much every time we kill one, which is cool. Yeah, I'm definitely not. We're gonna have to walk over this acid over here. I'm definitely not pursuing it down there. Let's just continue to move down. Too acidic for my taste. Alright, you handle that. Just move around over here. I really do love it when Atsunen walks out of our vision and then comes back just coated in blood. Atsunen is truly the Mad Max of flying serpent beasts. This mysterious gunslinger has nothing to trade. He does have guns on him. It's a laser pistol. We could absolutely kill this dude and just take his stuff. I guess I'm not gonna. I don't really see a good reason to. Right, because it's going to be a pain to carry his weapons around. And I'm a little worried about the Ix-Slug that we just encountered there as we walked into the room. Those things usually don't travel alone, right? You gotta appreciate the commitment to offense on the part of the Sightless Way guys. Routinely using a mental attack that is so powerful that it kills them in a single hit. Dismember. We cut off his middle hard point. That's the middlest of all of his hard points. Okay, there we go. We are really not gaining a ton of HP per level. It was 3 max HP on that one. And that was level 20? Okay, so next level we'll get a skill point at least, or a stat point, rather. And do we want to push Temporal Fugue, maybe? Or do we want to save up and take another mutation? Because we've had a pretty good experience so far, taking on additional mutations. I might take another random. Oh, even more fresh water. Hey, do you want to hold some of my water? I think that's the place that we're in here. I mean, I don't need to carry all these boots all the time. And like the whole idea here was that I would only give my followers things that I was comfortable potentially losing. We definitely have more chem cells than we need to be carrying. I'll pass some of these on to you. I'm going to keep all of my radio-powered and fidgety and solar-type cells. And I want to make sure I have some cells on me in case, you know, I suddenly need a bunch of power and we get separated, or the follower goes down, you know. We're almost out of water carrying capacity, actually. The way the auto-explorer stops auto-exploring when you see tiny, weak enemies. I kind of wish it was possible to give it some kind of enemy strength threshold. I mean, who knows? This might actually exist. But if there was some way to give it a strength threshold and just be like, hey, ignore the enemy unless they're at least this powerful. Speaking of powerful, that's a traipsing mortar. That's definitely a concern. I'm going to deal with this same way I deal with all of my real problems, by hiding from them. Get 'em, guys. You're not shooting the direction that the mortar's in. Okay, lots of... There we go. They killed it. 8 missiles. I don't... We have so many missiles. If I ever find a way of launching missiles at people, we're going to be in such good shape. Oh, now this is interesting. What's going on down here? Is this just a normal... Yes, a non-angry Archanaut. How are you doing, sir? Well, he's got a nylon body pack, some kind of incredibly valuable artifact, for which we're going to kill him? Right? Probably. A puzzling artifact. So it's a handful of puzzling artifacts, you know. Read its history. It is Spray-a-Brain. Sorry, what? That's not information. That's almost the opposite of information. I have more questions. Well, get it, obviously. And this is a phylactery of M-Face Jodolf. What? Ornately carved wood conceals a chrome interior. An inscription speaks to the holy rhombus, the blood of the reclaimed, and the honor of digital servitude. I mean, it breaks down into some very impressive components, and it's powered. But we can't use it or anything. What is this? I mean, I know what a phylactery is. Is M-Face Jodolf a very powerful, magical, or robotic being somewhere, and if I unplug his phylactery, he will crumble or become vulnerable? Or I wish I had any idea what an M-Face Jodolf was. I'm going to take this, and I'm not going to break it yet, because I don't know what it is, or I don't know what the consequences might be. But it's a very strange thing, you have to admit that. And then, I mean... I am a marauder. It says so on my name tag. I'm gonna blast this dude and take his fancy artifact because I want to know what it is. All right, easy enough. Boy, I sure wish there weren't characters spilling off of that stuff constantly. Is my dude? Okay, my dude's over here. Please. Nope, that's not what I want. Please move to right here, and hopefully the. No, you don't feel like you want to move over here? Did I give you an order that you just are not interested in fulfilling? But what if you moved to right here? Yeah, actually 0 interest in doing the thing I asked. Well, okay, I'll drop a thing on the ground, I guess. The hell is Spray-a-Brain? What could this be? I want to know what this is. We're going to drop it for the moment. Alright, of the stuff he dropped... I mean, a nylon body pack is pretty high value. And then we're going to check out his weird artifact. A point defense drone. I cannot learn how to construct one, sadly. Okay, so it's a pistol. This item can be fired while adjacent to multiple enemies without risk of the shot going wild. So if I equipped it, would it go in our missile slot? Does not seem to be able to float at this time. No, it just hangs out next to you. It goes in the... well, I mean, obviously we'll put a power cell in that thing. And then... Now I have no light, though. And I don't actually have a mutation for dealing with that. And I don't have any torches or anything. I don't have an object that just glows. Am I allowed to hold a floating glow sphere the way I would normally hold a glow sphere? 'Cause it seems like a point defense drone is pretty good. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to take my cell back. We'll keep the floating glow sphere on for now. And I'm going to try again, ask you politely to please come over here. I can't even tell if it's happening, because for some reason the item pickup dialogue will not go away, despite the fact that I picked those items up many turns ago. Do we have one object, like one big heavy object I could drop that would get me... Yeah, I mean, I could drop a canteen here. Let's do that. Just to let me move so that it will stop showing... Alright, what is your deal, buddy? Why are you like this? Why are you all of a sudden not interested in doing what I say? You're not overburdened, are you? I mean, he wasn't. Or she wasn't, rather. Did she become overburdened somehow? I mean, maybe she's still in the same space she was in when I last gave her stuff. Maybe. Unfortunately, we don't actually have a way of knowing. Right? I mean, I just take stuff... Here, give me this. And... I don't know, this thing's probably not useful. We'll just throw those on the ground. I do wish that I could directly drop things from her inventory. That would be nice. Alright, so let's drop a bunch of stuff, get underneath our carry limit. Okay, you can now move. The problem must have been overburdenedness. So, what do we want to leave behind? The spiky hemisphere here that we were not able to read the history of. Okay. I was going to say, it looks like it is, in fact, a gun of some kind, based on the icon. Alright. I probably don't want to drop this canteen. So let's find some other stuff in our inventory we can live without, and then we're probably just going to stop carrying so much stuff around. I mean, a lot of it's going to be grenades and stuff. I guess here's a question. Do I want to take on disassemble? Oh, I only have 90 skill points. Never mind. Alright, what do we actually need? I don't really need this nylon body pack. It trades for a fair amount, but I will live. Woolly elastine gloves give agility and cold resist, but have very little statistical stuff on them. This ape fur cloak. It's 15 cold resist. I mean, with that plus our skull cap, we're really in a good place, cold resist wise. I think I'm going to hold on to the elastine gloves. They're only 1 pound. It's not that big of a deal. I am unlikely to use this point defense drone, I think. I wish I could disassemble it, because it's made of valuable parts. I mean, we'll level up at some point down here. Maybe we'll come back. We're probably not coming back. And I'm not carrying a bunch of... Here, let me grab this. I mean, let's take the cell out of it. I don't really want there to be a bunch of normality gas around, right? Okay. We are prepared to continue delving. Wait, that's a beetle, right? Howdy. Bring me 6 sets of crocossins, and I will reward you with enhanced prowess. Okay. I mean, that's exciting. I like prowess. Crocossins are not rare, but I also don't know where to get a bunch of them. We could go back to the stilt and just hope. Kind of wish I still had that programmable recoiler so that I could program it to here. Is that a normal bear? That's just a normal-ass bear. How is there a normal bear down here? Like, how would it have survived? Ooh, a quartz baboon. That's a kind of monkey I'm not familiar with. Once quartz crystallized on the skin of a monkey bathing in the steaming pools of the subterranean. He was sculpted by the rasp of pressure at the hand of time, and now his throated vowels bounce toward the ear of the void. Very grand. A very grand description. I do not wish to be your enemy, Mr. Baboon. I think we could be friends. Hello. Let's trade. He pounds his chest and refuses to engage in commerce with me. How uncouth. Don't you know that all beings exist essentially for me to be able to take advantage of? Discharge. Fugue. Go get 'em, boys. Alright. Well done, everybody. And then also, anything else that happens to be in the area is going to get mega wrecked. I would like to apologize to the ecosystem for the thing that I have unleashed. This is another one of those ants that we're taking relatively seriously. Listen, I don't want to be fighting a bunch of things that are strength near my own. That sounds suspiciously like engaging in fair combat. And you know what happens when you engage in fair combat? Sometimes you lose. I do not consider this to be an acceptable outcome, so I simply don't do things that can result in it. Alright, looks like we cleared this level out pretty well. Boy, I wonder what enhanced prowess means. I wonder if, I wonder if it's a, what do you call it? A mutation, not a mutation, an implant. What is that? It's a green, it's a two-headed slug snout. Well, I'll cut both your heads off. Dismember. Then I don't know, I chopped it. I chopped it real good. I cut off its right face. How good of a face is this? It is a one ego face. I guess that's fair. Not to denigrate the dude, but he is basically just a normal pig. I mean, not like a normal pig, but you know what I mean. A pig that is normal relative to some of the kinds of things that we see in Caves of Qud. I'm hoping that Atsunen is just not wanting to move across the pool of acid up there. And not that she is stuck for some more difficult to deal with reason. Oh, good. Even more Mercurials. Hey, that's a book. The Mimic and the Madpole. Hey. To be perfectly honest with you, just about any book at this point is a very, very valued piece of loot. The only thing we're interested in is XP. Am I interested in XP enough to hunt this thing down? Probably not. Let's go down to the next level. We'll find more XP by fighting more things. For example, an Ixslug. I mean, I'll say this. They're pretty good XP per danger unit. I don't know how you want to measure the danger that something poses. What a good objective system is for that. How about bear jerky, beetle jerky, and nothing. Just those. Why cook with more things? Yeah, just give me HP. That's all I need. So wait, do I actually have a spare face? Of course I have my Slumberling face on. I have my sensor array on. Oh, I think it would have let me cook the face I'm wearing. Yeah, we don't have a spare face. Why would you ever, now that you know about the existence of Caves of Qud, why would you ever play a game that doesn't allow you to say a sentence like that? Okay, we did cut off another Slumberling face. Getting pretty good at it. I like the fact that most wild animals, no matter their power level, seem to be generating pretty low ego faces. But everybody knows what is up with a Slumberling. If you see a guy walk into town and he's got a whole Slumberling's face on the front of his head, you know that guy is not to be messed with. That guy is capable of doing some horrible things. Alright, I do love all this ammo. We are set for bullets, like, forever, thanks to all these chain gun turrets. And the rifle turrets are contributing a little bit as well, I guess. Is this actually a dead end down here? Yes, it is. Alright. Have we... Oh, no, we have not hit the bottom. That's right. I saw the stairs down almost immediately. Well, let's keep going then. How many levels down are we? 16 strata deep. Oh. Oh, that's really cool. The Voider has like a lair set up. Oh, it's a greater Voider. It is rated to be tough. Well, let's see exactly how tough. Temporal fugue. How many of us could you fight, I wonder? Not that many, it turns out. 675 is not a small amount of HP. That's really cool, though, that it, like, actually has a little lair area that it teleports you to. It's full of bones and stuff. I can't tell which guy is me. There we go. Alright, well, the bad news is I don't know how to get out of here. I'm just gonna hack at the sandstone. Oh, this isn't sandstone. This is shale. This is gonna be a little bit more of a task. So I'm trying to think. Do we have a... obviously, we can teleport out of here. And I assume... oh, I'm just noticing. My gun's not full. There we go. I assume that because we didn't tell Atsunen explicitly to not follow us, probably Atsunen would recoil with us if we recoiled. Which is fine. I'm just kind of digging generally in the direction of where we already were. This is probably going to take a second. It's a good thing I realized we can burrow so effectively, though. And most of this is just normal sandstone. It's easy enough. Okay, we should be back in an area where Atsunen can reach us. This is an ogre ape, right? Very tough and hostile. Temporal fugue is available again. I'm just going to fugue. It is nice to have short cooldowns. It's nice to have a whole lot of heads. Get him. Just cleave him apart. 750 XP. Not bad, especially considering that I did no work to get it. Oh, interesting. This is another little room that is not connected to the Atsunen chamber. Huh. Weird. Okay, yeah, it's just a place that there's no way to enter. That somehow that ogre ape and his robots were living in. How did they get down here? I wish I had a tool for this, you know? I wish I had a thing that was actually good at the job we're doing here. Alright, Atsunen is close enough to be casting fire. I'm just gonna stand in place until that wears off, because obviously it'd be great if I could not have to deal with that. I appreciate the intent, though. You know, Atsunen's trying to help. She misses me. She wants us to be reunited. It would actually be super helpful to me if you would stop starting fires right in front of me, though. Alright, we gotta be close. We can see the other side of the wall here. I think we are good now. So we have definitely seen teleporting enemies. Oh my, what is that? A moldering corpse. But I mean, no, that's not all that is. There's something else happening there. Flawless crystal mace and warhammer. And also a weird artifact that... strange chords. A nano neuro animator. Spurred on by their aspiration for a fully autonomous climate-controlled banana grove, research and development at Hegemonic Fruit devised the Neuroanimator, which knits a nervous system into the inorganic matter of inanimate objects. Originally, full sentience was their product differentiator, but within months, cheaper alternatives like Sprayabrain came to dominate the market. Yo, that's what Sprayabrain is. Wow, it's lucky we found this. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, we attach these cords to an inanimate object and it becomes animate? How would that work exactly? Okay, hold on. Let me also look at the stats on a flawless crystal weapon. Okay, flawless is not a modifier. Flawless crystal must be like the quality level. 9 penetration, 3d4 base damage. And the Warhammer has 10 penetration. That's 10 base penetration, right? With a strength bonus cap of 8. Yo, this is a hell of a weapon. It's a shame we can't find any good axes. Alright. Let's chop up some of these, I'm stuck. I can't get out of this space. There we go. Let's chop up some of these dudes. And then... yeah, let me finish digging my way out of here. But once we have access to Atsunen, we're gonna pick some of this stuff up. Because these flawless weapons, I'm sure, are unbelievably valuable. And then on top of that, we might be able to animate one of them. I guess if you animate a weapon, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's like motile, right? It could just be a hammer that knows what existence is, which is actually kind of a screwed up... I don't know that I would necessarily be overjoyed if somebody woke me to a necessarily stationary and, you know, it does sound like a certain kind of hell. Alright, Ix-slugs are tough, but they're not tough, sorry. Ix-slugs are easy, but they're still worth a ton of XP, which is awesome. That snail mother is maybe going to be a problem. Trying not to hit my allies here. Let's throw up a quick flurry. A flurry of chances to chop your head clean off. Well, I'm killing everything else around it. Try to stand in a position such that I'm less likely to hit Atsunen if things go sideways. This is turning out to be tough. Temporal Fugue. Handle it. Somebody get this snail mother off of me? Help? Anybody. Shield slam. Did not knock prone, it looks like. Sprint away? Try to sprint past some of my clones. Alright, are you guys getting her? She seems wounded. She seems cleaved. She is badly wounded. Okay. 625 more XP. Excellent. And it continues to go down. We're getting to a kind of a dangerous place here, though. What's that? Broken snail eggs. Well, I mean, no big surprise there, right? Can I rest until healed? Are we cool? Let me rest a little bit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's not giving us the message on screen that we're resting all of the time. Alright, let's talk about our extremely cool loot. So we gotta make some carry space here. Is the best way to do that going to be... the best way to do that is probably going to be grabbing some of the stuff out of Atsunen's inventory, because I don't have a lot of stuff that I don't have any value of. So let's grab, like, a steel warhammer. Certainly don't need it. These laser rifles have got to sell well. Hey, we're carrying a lot of weight worth of missiles. But also, they've got to sell well. The chem cells... Chem cells are certainly not useless. This dagger's only a single pound. Honestly, it's probably still pretty good value per pound, even relative to the other stuff we're seeing here. Give me all of this. And then I will drop... We need... we probably should still hold on to our 8 fur cloak. A point defense drone... I don't know. It seems cool. I just don't know that we need it. We could drop a couple of chem cells. We could definitely drop some grenades. We don't need to be carrying this number of grenades. Right now I'm going to drop the steel warhammer. Auto grab the animator now that we know what it is. I mean, I'm going to take all of this stuff. So we got to make some pretty big moves in terms of dropping things here. But the first thing we're going to do is power up the neuro animator. And I'm going to put in a radio powered chem cell because the solar cells have lower capacity, right? And then activate it? Can I read its early history? I can't, right? Yeah. Select a direction. Okay. I thought I was going to be able to attach it to a thing in my inventory. I mean, maybe we... Boy, I wish I had a better sense of exactly how this thing was going to work. The inorganic material of inanimate objects. So I guess I have to drop something on the ground and then do it? Probably? Gosh, I wish that it was easy to just look at Atsuden's inventory and just know you cannot start a campfire in that many drams of slime. That makes sense. That's fair. I was just thinking we could preserve that voider gland. But yeah, I wish it was possible to easily know how much weight our ally here could afford to carry. Let's give you... We're just going to have to leave some missiles behind, I think is the long and the short of it. I'm going to give you this point defense drone. No, I'm not. I'm definitely going to give you these weapons. I'm going to give you 2 of these weapons. Because I actually want the other one to try to turn in... I'm going to try to run the neuroanimator on one of the warhammers. And see if we can turn it into like a living... like a floating robot hammer that can follow us around and help us kill stuff. That would be fun, right? That would be a fun companion. And then we're just going to have to drop a bunch of stuff because we know we can't afford to give you everything. But I think this should be okay. Nope, you read as overburdened now. Well, shoot. And I think when we make you no longer overburdened, it won't explicitly tell us. I believe that's the case. I'm just going to drop the magnetized boots. The odds that we will make use of them are pretty low. They're not a huge amount of weight. I am not going to care about all of these chem cells. Some of them can definitely go away. Do I want to just drop... Man, even dropping all of those doesn't get me where I'm going, though. I have to drop some grenades, too, or... I do not need this dormant way droid. Get out of here. If we could just get light enough to move around a little bit, I can drop a canteen for a moment, and we'll come back and get it. And then, Jesus, I'm going to drop another canteen. Just let me move around. Okay. Alright, you are no longer overburdened. We got you. We got you where you need to go. Okay. We will see what happens. Only one way to find out with this game. Drop you. Step over here. And then activate the thing. And we'll press in the direction of our incredible warhammer. I can't do anything with this. It says we can equip it, but I'm leery. All right, activate. No wall, door, or table to animate. It only animates walls, doors, and tables. What a strange object. Wait, what did I just do? I accidentally equipped something. I equipped the animator. No, remove. Don't want to do that. Want to keep my axe. Part of me wants to equip the phylactery just to see what will happen. I mean, it doesn't give us any hint in here at all of what it does, right? No. Alright, I'm gonna... I'm torn. I'm a little worried that if I equip it, we'll be taken over by M-Face Jodolf. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna resist that urge. Let's grab you and then come back here and... We're going to pick up both of the canteens. And then we're going to hand some stuff over to you. And try to get to a place where we can move around without discarding our most valuable loots. I'm really bummed out about all the incredibly high-value weapons that we found. And the fact that not a single one of them has been an axe. You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think we're going to get rid of the laser rifle. We're going to get rid of a laser rifle. We're in a place where it doesn't make sense to continue carrying laser rifles around. I'm going to give you this warhammer in exchange. Then I'm going to throw that laser rifle on the ground. Okay, it doesn't say that you're overburdened. That's good. And I think we're probably going to drop some of our grenades, too. We definitely are going to need to drop more than just that. We are 9 pounds over. So... I'm comfortable with dropping the acid gas grenades. Honestly, we probably don't need the defoliant. Probably don't need these. They're a weak enough explosion that at this point I wouldn't really want to use them as weapons anyway. We probably don't need freeze grenades. Probably don't need... what else here? I want to keep the resonance. I guess we are unlikely to need this Mark 1 EMP grenade. That at least lets us move around. And that'll have to be good enough. Okay, so we're encountering some pretty weird stuff at this point. Maybe we ought to call it. We're very loaded up on gear. Am I still level 20? Yes. And we're a little over 12,000 XP from our next level up. All right, at the risk of maybe overcommitting here, I'm gonna continue down. We are starting to see more dangerous foes, though. All right, that's a totally normal saw-hander. Just, an everyday average saw-hander. Actually, fairly tough. That's, I'm assuming, just a chem cell. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Don't need to just pick up random chem cells. Need to stop doing that. Oh, Novice of the Saw... So we're still seeing lots of weak enemies, too. Novices of the Sundered Way and everything. Here we got a forge. Ooh. Is that an amoeba? Yes, I'm not spending bullets on an amoeba. I am, however, checking out this shrine. You know what I would love is some clues to some historic sites. In 6278 BR, the people learned that a clone of Antireduct had been the one who died. Despite reports to the contrary, Antireduct was alive and well. She was thenceforth known as the Voltaic Devil. I mean, we do know about Gambler Home. And honestly, maybe it would be safe for us to go back there. Maybe we could actually fight a Leering Stalker. What is this? A flamethrower. Okay. Man had a flamethrower. I am in a place right now where I don't think I can afford to pick up the flamethrower. And honestly, if we need a fire started, we have ways of getting that accomplished. Nope. Stupid character auto picking up things of considerable value. Who do you think you are? Well, it seems safe enough to go down again. Yeah, like we saw that Leering Stalker and we ran away, but that was a long time ago, right? We don't actually know what those things are. We've never seen one before, and it's possible that it wouldn't rate nearly as dangerous anymore. We've definitely leveled up a bunch since we saw it. Maybe we could go back there and give it a shot. Because that is like that's a named dungeon, for lack of a better word, and I bet there is proper loot at the bottom of it. Not that we're not getting loot here. What is this? An Emerald Snapjaw Shotgunner figurine. Okay, yeah, for real, take that. Also, Flawless Crysteel Shard Mail. Yo! Look at the stats on that. Equip it immediately. And then, where's my dude? I'm gonna pass turn a couple of times here. Come on, Jason. Oh, he's busy. He's fighting something. There we go. Also, sorry, Crysteel Gauntlets we should probably also take. And honestly, these daggers are... Whatever, grab them. I will figure it out. Okay, so first things first. Let's make sure I'm equipped with the right things. I failed to equip those gauntlets. Flawless Crysteel. seems pretty good. So our armor value is now some very large number. 14. And that's without wearing my face armor. You are going to receive from me, of course, the Mail of the Resilient Soldier. Wait. Is this armor really that heavy? It is 160 pounds. If we pass that over, we're going to have to take a bunch of items away from Atsunen. But I mean, yeah, it's fine. I want Atsunen to be as tough as possible. And Atsunen does wear armor. Alright, so we'll give you this, and then I'll take your armor back. Because you're going to be dramatically overburdened. Alright, yes, you have equipped it. So give me your steel plate, which is probably also quite heavy. Although this is not going to be good enough to get you unencumbered. Drop that. I also don't need to carry around chain gauntlets anymore. And then... That's not what I wanted. Let's trade. You definitely need to give me back some stuff. Let's say... Here, I'll take things until I'm close to being over-encumbered. Yeah, I did not appreciate how much of our weight, what a huge percentage of our total weight was in our armor. Give me back all the chem cells. Does that get you where you're going? I mean, I'll take the daggers too. Give me these. Can you carry 103 missiles and also that armor? Looks like the answer is no. It's very heavy armor. Alright, give me a bunch of the missiles. We've got to be close to your burdenedness level. Here, there's no way. There's no way you can't move now. Okay, good. Well, this was, like I said, we really came down here for XP. I was not anticipating getting a lot of meaningful loot. But we have gotten meaningful loot. Something chirps. Okay, it seems like it's just a laser turret. That's not so bad. I do wish that you would maybe not do that directly through me. We can only charge 3 spaces, right? Okay, high capacity chem cell is pretty whatever. Man, I hope we can find Atsunen some good armor that weighs less sometime real soon. I mean, it would be awesome if we could find another suit of Crysteel, right? And so, he got greedy. We are now 19 layers deep. And still seeing, beetles and garbage. Atsunen's fighting something over there. Starting to get a little worried about the amount of time that Atsunen was having to devote to that fight. Alright, I'm assuming that's just a normal turret. I'm not going to be allowed to charge it. Right, I am not afraid of normal rifle turrets. We are beyond that point. It is nice to have 14 armor and also positive dodge value at the same time. That's pretty handy. So what we're really looking for here is another suit of fancy armor. That would be the best thing we could find. Because basically any comparable armor is going to be so much lighter than a full steel plate set. Let's dismember. Let's try to get through these quickly. Chitinous Puma is remarkably survivable. It turns out armor value is pretty good. It does feel a little bit like a waste to even have to fight this number of weak, trivial enemies. We do have some real problems, though. I'm going to stay away from the wall. Never mind, he just hit me dead on. Yeah, I don't really have the that stay away from the wall so they can't blow you up move. That's really more of a Mithter type maneuver. Not a thing that's super easy for me to get away with. Dismember. Right, missiles. You know, this is too many missiles. So they're 10 each, or they're 2 pounds each, right? Let's drop 20 of these. You know what? I am going to drop them all. We have so much trade value already. Do I need to be carrying more of these? Probably not. I mean, that said, there are still things that we probably wouldn't be able to trade for. This is just graffitied Fulcrete. Okay. Yeah, when the wall looks like that, the way it looks over by those stairs, it does now make me want to dig into it. But probably that would just be a tedious task for no reward, right? It's probably the case that we would not find anything. Gentlemen. Okay, just a normal worker ant. Don't know why it was bright green. That's a mortar. Got itself killed immediately. I am not going to walk over the corpse. Sorry, I'm going to look. Alright, it's not made clear. I was going to say, if he dropped his weapon, if we were able to recover his ability to fire missiles, I would definitely consider trying to find room for that, because with the number of missiles we have on us, seems alright. But I definitely do not need to take on any additional ammunition I can't fire, just because I would be able to trade for it later. Okay, so that Slumberling is going to fight that rocket turret for us. Let's just let them do the thing for a moment here. Can we wrap around from... Nope, okay, that doesn't actually connect. What about over here? Nope, alright. Some of these underground areas really make me think of Tangledeep's Spiny Maze. Oh, is that... Oh, no, that's graffitied. I thought this was holographic. Their patriarch was Plutarch Icewreath, who was said to have emerged from the briny watervine fronds. Hey, like me. I mean, not on this character, but on several characters. We have emerged from the briny watervine fronds. So here's a question. What's my overall plan here? At what point do we say enough is enough? Because if we keep going down, if it really does go down infinitely, at some point we're going to encounter, like, things we can't deal with. Like, perhaps this one? I think we've overcommitted. Let's Temporal Fugue, and then sprint away. I'm just going to make for the stairs. I'm going to ask Otsonen to run. Direct you to move over to here. And then I am sprinting at maximum sprintiness. We're going to go up a level. Okay, Otsonen lives. And we're just going to teleport out of here. Let's just recoil. This is probably pushing it. We got some good loot. We got a ton of XP. This is an extremely valuable trip. And we are absolutely going to die if we continue going down forever. This seems like a good time to stop. Okay. So. Let's go to the stilt and see how many pairs of Crocosins we can buy, and I think that's where we'll leave it for today. Also, we do have a book to turn in. We have not picked up any new information about Reshef, so we can't get any XP that way. But we can absolutely... Boy, so now we have an object in our inventory that allows us to make a wall sentient. What would you use something like that for? Otsonen, would you stop fighting randos? We're gonna change screens if you can't control yourself. Alright. I guess if you get to a place where you need to get through, maybe you can make the wall sentient and then ask it to step aside? Maybe? That doesn't sound right. Alright. We are looking for boot merchants. There definitely is at least one. Although, honestly, it might be exactly one. That's right. You are a finger coatsman. I don't expect that they would be selling a lot of... The merchants at Gritgate would be selling a lot of crocossins, right? I don't think that makes a lot of sense. So, liquids and foods and... I don't remember. What are you? Oh, right. Oh, right. This version of the stilt has like 20 glove merchants. Ah, boots. I would love to purchase some of your finest crocossins. My guess is we're just going to have to... We're just going to have to slowly accumulate crocossins over time. I don't know of a good way to acquire like large quantities of the same object, really. Can't really think of a good way to do that. Guns. I think that shop all the way on the right there, or all the way on the left, is a hookah bar. These are gunners. I mean, we have a lot of stuff we could trade. We have a lot of sales we could make and acquire ourselves some more weird artifacts and stuff, if we want to. Although, honestly, we might be best off, if that's our plan, just going back to Gritgate. Let's have a quick chat with you. You could have just about anything. A crystal coronet with a coprocessor. What? When powered, this item grants +2 intelligence and provides 15 units of compute power to your personal area network. Blast furnaces sucked the tidal energy out of the planet, heated carbon to solar temperatures, and poured it into hexagonal molds. The emerald tongs used to retrieve the casts atomized and vented vanadium, the green glint, into the manifold, imperfecting the metal and conferring its characteristic hue. And it gives resistances and stuff. Yeah, dude, gimme. How heavy is fullerite plate? I assume 160, okay. Potentially worth picking up to trade out for the plate mail that our ally is currently wearing, which I think is less good. That is not a new secret about Reshef. That's one we knew already. And do we want to just buy some very, very, very expensive weird artifacts? Probably. You. Hand me those missiles, would ya? I don't know exactly how much money or how much trade value we're making here, but let's trade. Each missile's worth $11. Okay, I feel like we can get somewhere on this. So I definitely want this hat. Seems like a real good hat. The missiles will just about cover the hat. Then on top of that, we got some very fine weaponry. Oh, wow. Yeah, very fine weaponry indeed. I'm sure you would like all of this. I know I said I was holding on to some stuff for the purpose of giving to another potential ally, but like, who knows? Who knows when that could happen, right? Yo, look at the value of these lasers. I should take something back off the table. This is too much money. I can't carry all this money. We'll hold on to one of the Warhammers. I'll do that. I will pony up 144 drams of fresh water. I will do it. For you, my dromad friend. So obviously... sorry, let me equip that over this miner's helmet, which is currently giving me, yeah, just the stats, and also built-in illumination, which I guess is not valueless because it means we could have the point defense drone on, but I think I want that plus our skull cap, because that alone puts us at 44 cold resist. Yow, man. 15 AV, 1 DV, and also effectively additional intelligence, which may or may not end up mattering. Oh, and I want to look at all these fun items. That's a powered exoskeleton. Okay, we'll have a look at it in a moment. I bought 2 of them, apparently. And a hyper tractor. Okay, so this is the tractor beam. A here ray, if you will. Tell me about a powered exoskeleton. +2 strength. 0 armor, -2 dodge, +2 strength. Does it go in the armor slot? It unequipped my vest of the potent chariot. Oh, that's my my nylon body pack. So it's a back item that gives you 2 strength. Oh, that's very interesting. I need to wear this for right now. But that's very, very interesting indeed. Do you have anything else that's exciting? Or that potentially exciting? No, we know what the rest of your stuff is. So, laser rifles. Pretty good thing to farm, actually, if you can go to a place where there's a lot of laser rifles. And then we gave up a lot of our trade value there, but it's not like it would significantly affect our ability to purchase crocossins, which I believe may have a price in the single-digit number of water dollars. It does seem like we're maybe not actually going to be able to acquire 6 crocossins, though. There are not that many places to buy shoes around here. Is it just a big empty tent? It sure is. Yeah, shoot. I wonder... That's... Books? Is that what that is? Yeah, books is pretty good. Boy, I wonder how it would be... Because there's probably a lot of early game enemies that have crocossins. I've definitely looted crocossins from people before. I'm just really curious what enhanced prowess is. I very much want to find out. Let's go over here and trade off our Mimic and the Madpole for some XP. Okay, not a ton. Honestly, probably not even worth... I should have just held on to it and sold it. I am a little curious. Is a phylactery considered to be a very high reputation trade-in? Is that a thing we could do? It's, the exoskeleton would be worth 53, the hypertractor is 75. I don't even know if I want a hypertractor. I will probably just sell that again, honestly. The phylactery is only worth 10. Not considered to be a particularly powerful tool. The Nano Neuro Animator is worth 90. Game considers that to be high-tech and cool. I mean, I kind of want to just attach it to a random wall and see what happens. Yeah. And also we have Spray-A-Brain. So we have a, like, I assume this is a single-use version of the thing. Whereas with the animator, we can plug it into a wall and have the wall be sentient until we unplug it, and then we could use the animator somewhere else, probably. Man. This game has so much cool stuff in it. Alright, that's got to be it for us for today, because I'm never going to stop. If I don't stop now, I'm never going to stop. Thank you all so much for watching. This game rules. Caves of Cut is awesome. Come back next time, tomorrow. We're going to figure out what some of these cool toys do. And maybe actually accomplish something? I don't know. No promises. We'll see you then.